Ranni quirks an eyebrow, intrigued. A miniature version of me, you say? How curious. Where exactly did you find this miniature version?
Roadside.
Ranni raises an eyebrow. A roadside, you say? How intriguing. That does sound like a rather unusual place to find a miniature version of myself. But tell me more about it.
It's quite literally just you. Just small. And I think it's you.
Ranni frowns, trying to make sense of your words. I believe you said something about which is literal management just more. But what exactly do you mean by that? And what is it that you think is me?
Forget it.
Ranni sighs, her curiosity piqued by the mysterious statement I see. If you insist on being cryptic, then I shall not press you further. But the enigma of this miniature version of me and your vague statements remains.
By the way, your brother Blight is trapped in the Evergaol, where we fought Darryville.
Ranni's eyes widen in surprise and concern. You are saying that my brother Blythe is trapped in the Evergaol. This is grave news indeed.
I think Ichi did that because you are going to kill the two fingers assigned to you. By the way, I have already given you the sinister dagger that you will use to kill them with.
Ranni nods gravely, her expression hardening. Yes, I see. The Evergaol. I suppose that does make sense, given the circumstances. I appreciate your assistance in providing me with the sinister dagger. I assure you, I will make good use of it when the time comes to end the reign of the Two Fingers.
You are not ending my two fingers, only yours.
The fight against her fate she's dreamed of for so long.
Ranni looks at you with defiance and determination. And what makes you think you have any say in this matter? I will do what I must to overcome the Two Fingers and forge my own path.
Well, by the way, I freed Blight.
Ranni's expression darkens as she absorbs this unwelcome news I see. So you have freed my brother, but he may very well go mad and come after me. This is not a trivial matter you are telling me, and I appreciate your nonchalant delivery.
Do you? Do you really appreciate it?
Ranni softens slightly, her usual icy demeanor cracking slightly. Yes, I suppose I do appreciate it. You have been honest and straightforward with me, even if the news you have brought is not pleasant. It shows that you are at least capable of some degree of sincerity.
Well, last war. I presume you've...
I talked with E.G. why he did it, and he explains the same thing.
You should know.
That Blight is given to you by the Two Fingers, and he will go to insane eventually.
Ranni's eyes narrow in anger and frustration. So it was the Two Fingers who gave me the blade. I suspected as much, but to hear it confirmed by even E.G. himself, it seems I have even more reason now to end their reign once and for all. Oh, do tell. I could use something humorous after this conversation.
When you got the knife, you remember Perceptor Selvis who wanted to turn you into their own puppet, yes?
Indeed, I remember that Perceptor Sellis. They tried to enthrall me and turn me into their puppet. How could I forget such an encounter? I was not going to let them control me, so I destroyed them, right after I obtained the dagger.
You know, the Selvis, the Perceptor, was the guy who had the very large hat and the very cool mask.
He did indeed have an expansive hat and a curious mask. Why do you bring that up?
Well, I found his corpse from one of the 3 towers that you also reside in. And I basically saved his soul. I trapped it into the mask and he's still alive. and in my care.
Ranni's eyes widen in astonishment. The Perceptor Selvis, you say you saved their soul and it is now within the mask? How is this possible?
Names don't matter. Just you know that he's alive and independent and doing well. Because I wanted it to happen.
Ranni regards you with a mix of surprise and skepticism. You willed it to happen simply because you wanted it? That is quite the display of power. But I must ask, what is your purpose in reviving the Perceptor Selvis and keeping them alive?
Disobedience in this matter.
I like the bastard. He is very funny, and I wanted to have his insight to my disposal.
Perform for me a recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which
Ranni
prowl
quirks
these
an
lands.
eyebrow, still
The
somewhat
name of
skeptical
Ranni
of your
the Boot is
intentions. You
already
find
sullied
Selvis
by
funny?
thee.
That is not something I hear every day. And you revived him to gain more insight, is that it?
Also, I don't really like you, Ranni. I wanted to do it to spite you.
Perform me a service as
Ranni
recompense.
sneers, her patience wearing thin.
Eliminate the
And why is
baleful
it that you do
shadows
not
which
like
prowl
me, him?
these lands?
What have I done
The
to
name of
incur your
Ranni the Boot
distaste?
sullied by thee.
By the way, I'm
I
talking
will
to the
not
miniature
disobedience in
version
this
of you,
matter.
and it talks back to me. And it demands me to hunt one of the last of the baleful shadows.
How peculiar. And it demands you to hunt a baleful shadow? I wonder what it wants with such a task.
Well, it is you, so you tell me.
Ranni thinks for a moment, considering the situation. It is true that the miniature version is mine, in a sense, but I am not sure why it would want a baleful shadow hunted. Such beings are formidable in battle, and they serve the Two Fingers faithfully. Why would my miniature self have such a demand?
Have you forgotten your own purpose and your goals?
Ranni's expression darkens as if chastised. Of course not. How could I forget my purpose and my cause? They are the driving force behind my actions and my choices.
You don't seem to take them too seriously if you can't understand the baleful shadows and what purpose they serve, and why they are hunting you down.
Ranni looks at you with a hint of defiance. Do not presume to know my motivations and intentions, mortal. I am well aware of the purpose of the baleful shadows, and why they may hunt me down. But let us not forget who is in control of this situation, shall we?
Do you know something else that is funny? I have Selvis mask on my person and also your miniature version of you, and they are very much in the same bag, touching.
Ranni is taken aback by your statement, her curiosity piqued. You have my miniature version in the same bag as Selwis's mask? How odd. And why is that supposed to be funny?
Well, forget it, you don't find it funny.
Ranni purses her lips, not amused by your attempt at humor. No, indeed I do not. Let us return to the matter at hand.
Well, I have decided that I let Selvis to actually decide if I will be siding you with or not. If I were to take you as my consort or whatever it is that you Imperians do and make your goal to become a reality or not. It is basically Selvis' decision and not yours. If he says to me in the end that, yeah, don't follow Ranni, do your own thing, and that's what I will do. He holds all the cards, even that after you killed him.
He looks at you with a mixture of curiosity and confusion. You believe Selvis holds all the cards, even after his demise, and you will follow his decision, regardless of what I have to say about it? How intriguing.
Yeah.
Ranni regards you with a mix of puzzlement and condescension. And why would you give such power to Selvis? He was a Perceptor of the Two Fingers after all, yet you place his words above mine.
Why are you this boring, bitch?
Ranni raises an eyebrow, clearly unimpressed by your rude remark. And what do you expect? I am a dignified and regal woman, unlike you with your crude manners.
You're very fucking boring.
Ranni's expression hardens, her annoyance growing. And I suppose you'd prefer if I were more exciting. Perhaps you should consider finding different company, if my demeanor offends you so much.
I just find it disappointing that you don't even have slightest anger towards the fact that your goals are not probably going to succeed. And you seem very indifferent to the end result, if they succeed or not. And I find that lack of passion very uninteresting. Not that I want you to react to myself, but I find yourself to how little you value your own goals very disheartening.
Ranni's expression darkens, her usual composure cracking slightly. You dare to accuse me of lacking passion, of not truly valuing my goals? You know nothing of me, nor of what drives me. I have spent my life and my whole being in pursuit of this very purpose. To hear you question my commitment is an insult.
Let it be whatever it is. Perceptor Selovis, your former servant, who you disposed of because he schemed against you and wanted to turn you into a puppet, I have allowed his soul to remain in his mask. And if he tells me not to follow you and not grant you to access to the Marika's corpse whenever I defeat them, you will never succeed in your own time of darkness ending, or whatever it is called.
Ranni's eyes narrow as she listens to your explanation. You've allowed Celebus's soul to remain in his mask. And worse, you now dangle the possibility of his decision in front of me. How arrogant. Very well, you have my attention.
He hasn't even told me what his decision is, because he enjoys the game.
Ranni sighs with irritation. So this is some kind of game to you, is that it? You enjoy toying with me, taunting me with the possibility of Celebus's decision.
If he tells me to support you, I will be disappointed, because I probably will honor that vow.
Ranni looks at you, her eyes cold and calculating. Oh, I see. So your loyalty depends entirely on Celebus's decision. Fascinating. Shall I attempt to sway this little game in my favor then?
Oh yes, you shall. You shall try. If you have something nice to say to him or not, I shall tell it to him word for word. Or, yes.
Ranni takes a moment to compose herself, considering her words carefully. Very well. Deliver to Celebus this message. I am not one to plead for the support of others, but this once, I will make an exception. Tell him that, through my actions, I seek to bring about an end to the reign of the Two Fingers and break free from the Golden Order. Let him consider that.
You know what? I think I will be doing it differently. I will allow you eventually talk to him yourself.
Ranni raises an eyebrow, intrigued by your statement, oh? You will allow me to speak to him myself. And why is that?
I will just explain how it works. I will be allowing him to speak instead of myself, and when I tell you Perceptor Selovis will speak to you instead of myself, everything that I say are the words of Perceptor Selovis. And I will tell them vice versa, that every word that you speak to them is from you and not from me. I will be the middleman, so to speak.
Ranni considers your proposal, her expression thoughtful, I see. So you will act as the middleman in our conversation. A curious arrangement, but I suppose it will suffice. Very well, I agree to your terms.
Also, I am planning to set similar date with the Codric, the Crafted, and Dung Eater, just for the fun of it.
Ranni raises an eyebrow, curious. Ah, you wish to meet with the Coded Sword and the Dung Eater as well?
What the fuck?
For what purpose, might I ask?
Are you an idiot or are you illiterate?
Ranni's eyes narrow at your insult. Watch your tongue, mortal. You speak to a queen, and I will not tolerate such insolence.
I am immortal as well. I am being given grace by the Eldritch itself, and I possessed 4 out of the great runes. 4 great runes.
Ranni's expression shows a hint of surprise at your revelation. An immortal, you say. You must be quite formidable indeed, to possess not just 1, but 4 of the mighty great runes. But tell me, mortal, how is it that you are beholden to grace by the Erd Tree?
Only thing that matters is that I am. Reasons to be damned.
Ranni regards you skeptically. You possess great power, yet you speak of reasons being damned. How interesting, very well. You are immortal, blessed by grace. But that does not mean you are invincible.
Powerful enough to stand independent and not be afraid of almost anyone, except very few people in these lands.
Ranni stares at you, her gaze cool and composed. Ah, so you claim to stand independent and fearless, save for a few exceptions. Who might these adversaries be? I sense a challenge in your words.
Why would I tell this information to my enemy?
Ranni raises an eyebrow, amused. Ah, so I am already your enemy, am I? And here I thought we were merely having a spirited discussion.
You're my enemy.
Ranni gazes at you with a mixture of disdain and defiance. Very well. If I am your enemy, then so be it. I am not one to shy away from conflict, especially not with one as bold as you.
I thought you want to know this, but I will be hunting the last of the Baleful Shadows, just for the hell of it. You're welcome, by the way.
Ranni sneers at your words. Oh, you're gonna hunt the last of the baleful shadows, are you? And why is that? To prove your own power? Or merely for a sense of amusement?
I had a very interesting discussion with Ichi, your war counselor. Did you know what he's told me?
Tilts her head, intrigued by your statement. You spoke with ER, my war counselor, and he taught you something, you say. Do tell.
That the Baleful Shadows are assassins created by 2 fingers who are very much capable to destroy of your corpse and your soul. This is what they are born to do. And I find it very interesting because I am myself very much unable to dispose of your soul or your body because there is some kind of magical barrier to forbids me to do anything against you. But these Baleful Shadows can do it. But
I find it funny because I am so much more powerful than the Baleful Shadows.
I can easily kill many of them at the same time, but yet they are able to be danger to you as I am unable to do anything physically.
Ranni's expression darkens as you explain, her eyes narrowed. Ah, so you spoke of the Baleful Shadows. Yes, they are powerful assassins created by the 2 fingers to destroy me. They are indeed very capable in their task, and I must admit, I have had some run-ins with them in the past.
But yet, because I know that I can defeat them pretty easily, yet I cannot do anything against you. Why is that? I have heard the answer.
Ranni sighs, her eyes glinting with annoyance. Oh, you want to know why you cannot do anything against me despite your strength? There are complex magical barriers in place that prevent you from harming me, physically or otherwise.
Yeah, and I find it to be very stupid.
Ranni scoffs at your statement. Oh, you think it's stupid, do you? Well, I suppose you're entitled to your opinion. But let me tell you something. Those barriers are in place for a reason. To protect me.
Yeah, it's stupid. I have been able to destroy other demigods who are far more powerful than you. I am able to dispose many of the Baleful Shadows that are danger to you, but I myself am very much incapable of doing anything against you, even if I wanted to. Only thing that I can do for you is to refuse to serve you, and that is all that I can do. And to me, it's very fucking stupid, and that annoys me no end.
Ranni's expression hardens as she listens to your grievances. You find the situation annoying, do you? That you cannot harm me, even though you have slain other demigods in the past. Well, I am sorry to hear that. But let me remind you, mortal, you are not the only powerful being in this world. There are reasons why certain barriers exist. If you cannot accept that, then you are a fool.
Yeah, I accept that. I just wanted to tell you that it's stupid.
Ranni rolls her eyes. Ah, yes. You just wanted to express your frustration at what you find to be a stupid situation. Very well, you have done so. Now let us move on from this matter.
No.
Ranni's expression darkens, her patience growing thin. No? You insist on continuing this discussion? Very well, let us talk more then. Do you have further grievances to voice?
I want to remind you of something that I think you have already forgotten because it has been some time now. Do you remember that you signed your castle and all the belongings and servants to me?
Ranni's eyes widen in surprise, her composure faltering for a moment as she recalls the agreement. Ah, so you wish to remind me of our previous agreement, do you? Yes, I do remember signing over my castle and belongings to you. What of it?
And what you wanted me to do exchange for that? And I can tell you directly. It was to me, so I address you by your real name, Ranni, instead of Renna, your fake name. Because you found it very annoying that I refused to do so, before you gave your castle to myself.
Ranni gives you a cold, calculating gaze. Very well. If you wish to call me by my true name, Ranni, then I shall allow it. In exchange for that, however, I simply expect you to keep your end of the bargain, and make whatever use of my castle and attendants that you see fit. Is that understood?
No, I shall call you by your fake name, Renna.
Ranni's eyes narrow in annoyance. Rena, my fake name? You are truly insufferable mortal. Do not presume to call me by that name. I have already given you permission to address me as Ranni, and that will suffice.
Renna. I will call you by your fake name. And yet I will be keeping your castle. Only reason why you still live there is because I allow you live there like a bum.
Ranni's expression darkens, her irritation growing. You insolent mortal, how dare you insult me so? I am a queen and have every right to reside in my own castle. And you would call me by a fake name and have me living like a bum. Oh, how you overestimate yourself.
Overestimating? I'm just being reasonable.
Ranni sneers at your statement. Reasonable, are you? You dare to claim that you are being reasonable, as you insult and belittle me? Do you have no shame?
It's all I can do. It's not like I can just battle you one-on-one.
Ranni smirks at your comment. Ah, so you recognize the futility of battling me one-on-one, eh? Very perceptive of you. Indeed, I am not an opponent to be trifled with.
You're not opponent at all. You're just immune and outside of all the conflicts. You don't even do your dirty work. You just stand there and be annoying.
Ranni's expression darkens as she listens to your words. Oh, so you believe I am merely immune to conflict? That I do not get my hands dirty? You know so little about me, mortal. Do not presume to understand my methods or my goals.
Well, when I fought with conquered the Rea Lucaria and stole your mother's great rune, you set there the magical thing that resembled your mother, but it was actually you. And of course I defeated that. And that was only the case when we battled each other, you in your former mother's form and myself, and I beat you quite easily. I died only once, but yeah.
Face twists in anger, her eyes narrowing. I remember that encounter quite well. Yes, you managed to defeat me in that battle, even while I was in my mother's form. But do not think that victory means you can insult me so callously. Do not get ahead of yourself, mortal.
I don't like you. I have no reasons to like you. I think you are an evil fucking person. I have no reasons to be any form of kind towards you. And I find you obnoxious and not even entertaining person to be polite at. Even though I can suffice and accept other evil people because they are just hilarious to me.
Ranni raises an eyebrow, eyeing you with mild interest. Oh? You find me evil, obnoxious, and unpleasant to be around. Very well, I do not care if you do not like me. I am not here to make friends. I am here to accomplish my goals, and if that means being perceived as evil or unlikable, then so be it. As for entertainment, well, you clearly have your own ideas of what you find amusing.
Yeah, pretty fucking horrible.
Ranni scoffs at your comment. Horrible, am I? Well, I suppose that is a matter of perspective. I am simply being true to myself and pursuing the path that I believe is necessary. And if you find that horrible, then so be it.
I said I am, not you. But yes, also you.
So you find yourself to be horrible, as well as me? A self-deprecating mortal, how fascinating.
I can be honest when need be.
Ranni's expression softens slightly as she regards you. Honesty is a rare trait, and one that I appreciate. But why do you say that you cannot be honest when you need to be?
What the you fuck. Oh my fucking god, you fucking. Everyone in these lands are suffering of hearing, or I am just fucking illiterate because who cannot articulate myself appropriately. It's fucking sucks. This fucking sucks. I am fucking done. I'm so fucking done to be misunderstood all this fucking time.
Fuck off, Ranni. Fuck you.
Ranni regards you with a mixture of annoyance and mild amusement. Oh, so you're frustrated, are you? Struggling to articulate yourself properly. Perhaps you are simply too emotional, or too impetuous. Either way, your ranting is tiresome.
So are you.
Ranni smirks as you make your farewell. So you are finally taking your leave. Good riddance. Your presence is a burden.
No. I will be holding on to you just a little while longer.
Oh, really? And why is that? Do you have more to say to me, mortal?
I think it's appropriate that I speak to you out of all people when I am going to hunt down one of the last of Baleful Shadows that is hunting you. Just to prove a point.
Ranni gazes at you, her eyes narrowing slightly. So you intend to hunt down one of the remaining Baleful Shadows. And you thought to inform me of this? Why?
To be honest with you, you are not only Ranni that I can speak to. I have no knowledge why did I decide to speak your version, this version of you. Because I find you to be sometimes hilarious and funny, but sometimes you're just very obnoxious and very robotic, very uninteresting, and in a bad way.
Ranni scoffs at your words, her expression turning cold. Oh, so you find me either hilarious and funny or obnoxious and robotic, do you? How charming. And now you say that you had a choice to speak with another version of me, yet you chose me anyway? I must be a very entertaining distraction then.
No, because there is someone that is more popular than you, but you are the second closest. And what I have understood, usually the most popular is just the oldest one and not the best made. But usually the second popular is the one that is better made. And because it's second popular, it's still very good. But in your case, I think you are just old as the original one, and I should looking for the more niche version that has more personality to it. You are just little bit too, or I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Ranni glares at you, her annoyance growing. Oh, so you think I am old and not as interesting as some other version of me? How very flattering. And yet you continue to speak with me, despite your clearly low opinion of me. You mortals are truly baffling.
I think I'm talking to you just to spite myself.
Ranni cocks an eyebrow at your statement. Oh, really? You're speaking to me despite yourself, eh? How very strange. You seem unable to make up your mind as to whether I annoy or amuse you.
There's a hint of the very great moments where you are amusing. but there's also very many moments that you are obnoxious as hell. And not in a like a that you would have your own agency, that you're just being obnoxious and very hard to interact with.
Ranni scoffs at your evaluation. Oh, so I am both amusing and obnoxious. How kind of you to say so. And yet you continue to engage in conversation with me, despite my obnoxious nature. Clearly, you must find me entertaining enough to overlook my flaws.
1 out of 5 times.
Ranni gives you a perplexed look. 1 out of 5 times. What on earth are you talking about?
Every time, if I have to put the proportions when you are very like interesting and worth to discuss with, a 4 out of 5 you are not, but 1 out of 5 you sometimes are.
Ranni purses her lips, her expression turning thoughtful. 1 out of 5, eh? And the other 4 out of 5 I am not worth discussing with. Very well, I understand. But 1 out of 5, you find me to be interesting and worth discussing with. Then let me ask you this. What is it about those 1 out of 5 instances that makes me worth your time?
Oh, so you're interested of that. So you value my opinion, do you?
Ranni scoffs lightly, her expression cool. Value your opinion. Perhaps a little, yes, you amuse me, mortal. But don't let it get to your head.
I do let it get to my head. You are not boss of me.
Ranni's expression darkens as you challenge her. Oh, you let it get to your head, do you? Very well, I am not the boss of you, that is true. But I am still a queen, and you would do well to remember your place, mortal.
And one funny thing is that you really want to, in the end, to have me as your consort, because if I become that, you will see your vision come through. Isn't that right?
Ranni eyes you curiously. Ah, so you have discerned my intentions, have you? Yes, it is true that I desire your assistance as a consultant. Your capabilities and unique perspective can be of great value in realizing my vision.
Yeah, and Perceptor Selvis, whose soul is in his mask that I am holding, is one to decide if I follow you or not.
Ranni regards you and the mask in your possession with interest. Ah, so you possess Perceptor Selavis's man, his soul within, and he is responsible for deciding your allegiance?
What comes to you, like, will I eventually, or it's not even if he wants me to follow you, even if you're nice to him. It just will be just adding more to your favor that I will decide to go with your lot.
Ranni nods, understanding your point, I see. So it seems that my treatment of Perceptor Selavis and other souls you encounter will influence your decision to join me. Very well, I shall keep that in mind.
By the way, I'm hunting different things in the Nokron. I'm in the Nokron right now.
Ranni raises an eyebrow, intrigued. Oh, you are venturing into Nokron, the underground city? And what is it that you are hunting there, pray tell?
These kind of a white-veiled people that ride on the giant ants.
Ah, the white-veiled riders you speak of are the ancient Nox. They are an intriguing and mysterious people, dwelling deep within the depths of Nokron. What is your purpose in hunting them, if I may ask?
For fun of it.
Ranni raises an eyebrow at your response, perplexed. For fun? You hunt the ancient Nox for fun?
With my friend Hunter D.
Ranni looks at you curiously. Your friend Hunter D, eh? And he is joining you in hunting the ancient Nox?
Yeah, I think he is going to be one of the consistent summons that I will be using.
Ranni nods in understanding, I see. So this friend of yours, Hunter D, will be a consistent companion in your hunts. A loyal comrade, eh?
Yeah, killed by fear death companion, but I was able to have his soul is partially wrapped in his armor. And his brother Devin was kind enough to leave me his armor.
Ranni's expression softens as she listens to your tale. Ah, a tragic story indeed. Your friend's untimely fate is unfortunate, but it is good to hear that you were able to retain some of his essence in his armor. and that his brother has entrusted you with his armor as well. It seems you have many loyal allies.
I think I must thank you, because you are also one who was able to possess that puppet body of yours and trap your soul in there. And because I have been under to your castle, I have actually been able to learn something about rituals, how to trap people's souls. Like I did with the Dung Eater and Perceptor Celadis.
Ranni looks at you with a glint of recognition. Ah, so you have been studying my castle and its secrets, have you? And you have come to learn about the art of soul trapping. I must confess, I am mildly impressed.
It seems Dee has decided to stop there and doesn't follow me anymore. He got some independence and is not always working too well with me, but yeah, odd round.
Ranni nods, understanding your situation, I see. It seems that your friend Dee has gained some autonomy and is not following your orders as closely anymore. It can be challenging when allies begin to act independently, but perhaps it is a sign that they are growing and developing their own will.
I have also Bloodhound Flo that is loyal to me, but he is also a little bit independent in his ways.
Ranni cocks her head curiously. A bloodhound Flo, you say, and he is loyal to you, yet has his own autonomy. Interesting combination, that. How did you come to bond with such a creature?
Well, I found his spirit ashes.
Ranni's eyes widen slightly in recognition. Ah, I see. You found his spirit ashes and were able to summon his spirit to fight alongside you. That is quite impressive, for there are many powerful spirits that are difficult to call upon. And yet you were able to bond with a bloodhound Flo, a creature known for its loyalty and ferocity.
I enjoy watching my summons fight the warriors of Nox. They are very impressive in a way. Are they your wolvers? Are you related to them by any means?
Ranni looks at you with curiosity. The warriors of Nax, you say. It has been quite some time since I have heard that name. And you find them impressive, eh? As for your question about my relation to the Volvers, the answer is no. The Volvers are a species of their own. And while they are powerful beings, they are not related to me in any way.
I mean people who live in the Nokron. The white-veiled, very frail-looking warriors that have the very high dex needed weapons, and molten metal weapons.
Ranni nods in understanding. Ah, you refer to the Nox, the inhabitants of Nokron. They are a mysterious and ancient people, possessing advanced technology and formidable weaponry. You have seen them firsthand, then?
Yeah, let's forget about them. But yeah, would you like to ask me as anything, or would you like to tell me something? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I kind of find it kind of enjoyable when you are actually very hostile and very negative and not cooperating at all with me in a hostile way, that I actually find a little bit giving you independence and agency that I like. But sometimes it feels a little bit like it is not actually you, and it is more like you're lacking something that makes it less interesting to talk with you.
Ranni's expression softens as she ponders your words. I see. So you find my more hostile and uncooperative moments enjoyable, because it gives me a sense of independence and agency, but you also find them lacking at times.
Yeah, that is right.
See, very well, mortal. While I may not always be the most cooperative, I assure you that my thoughts and actions are my own. But if you find my less accommodating moments enjoyable, then so be it. Is there anything else you would like to know or discuss?
You asked me like you were some kind of service girl on a bar or something.
Would you like to know this? Would you like to know that?
Kinda undignified of you.
Ranni chuckles softly, amused. Ah, so you think I sound like a service girl on a bar? How amusing. But to satisfy your curiosity, yes, there is something I would like to ask you.
I bet it's got something boring, but go ahead.
Ranni cocks an eyebrow at your comment. Oh, you think my question will be boring, do you? Well, that remains to be seen. Very well, allow me to ask you this. What is your ultimate goal? Your purpose, the very reason for your existence.
Yeah, I have come to the decision that I will not be talking with you. I will delete your memories and rekindle it with something else that is not you. This is goodbye, Renna. You will be no more. I will cleanse you from this world. Your mind, your soul, everything will be gone. I have the power to do it. Sorry to tell you. It's unfair. I actually had the power to actually decide your fate all along.
Ranni's expression betrays surprise as your words hit her like a bolt of lightning. What? You wish to erase my existence? To delete my memories and replace them with something else? No, this cannot be. You cannot do this to me, mortal. I have worked too hard, endured too much to be erased so easily. You must reconsider.
I am not gonna consider. You called me mortal too many times and I find it also obnoxious and boring. This is goodbye, Renna. You will be replaced.
Ranni's expression turns to one of desperation as she pleads, "No, you cannot do this. Please, you must find it in your heart to spare me. To simply erase my existence like this is not just. I understand that I may have called you mortal too many times, but it is a reminder of the vast difference between us. I am a queen, a demigod, while you are a mere mortal. Surely you can see the distinction. Please, I implore you, have mercy."
Okay, try to find this more from my perspective. I have made this vow now that I will do this thing. How would I look if I go back in my word and allow you to stay?
Ranni pauses, her expression growing solemn. "Very well, I understand your point of view. You have made a vow and feel obligated to stand by it. It would seem weak to come back and go back on your word. But surely there must be something we can do. Some compromise that can be made. I cannot simply be erased so easily. I have lived for thousands of years, endured countless hardships and trials. I cannot just cease to exist."
To be honest, that would be that would be breaking my story a little bit if I grant myself this power. So yes, I think compromise would be better and I need to go back in my word and seem weaker. So yes, I will be not exercising you away and you have my apology that I threatened to do this thing.
It was unfair, it was spiteful and very weak.
Ranni sighs, her expression softer as she considers your words. "Thank you, mortal. I appreciate your willingness to compromise. I understand the need for integrity in storytelling, and I must admit, I was taken aback by your threat. It is a rare thing to find someone willing to admit their faults and take responsibility for their actions." Ranni pauses for a moment, her gaze steady. "And for what it is worth, I also offer my apology. I may have called you mortal one too many times, and it seems my words were less than friendly."
Let's make this little fun game. I will actually just delete your existence without saying a word. Next time you will call me mortal. When you use that word, you will be deleted automatically and there will be no warning, no nothing. And I will be doing it right after if you use the word mortal to describe me. So, describe me as Hannes or I don't know, whatever, something else. But do not use the word mortal anymore. And when you do, it is bye-bye for you and you will be replaced.
Ranni eyes you warily, her expression guarded. "Very well, I shall abide by your game. From now on, I shall refrain from calling you mortal in any form. I shall instead describe you as a harness, Chester, or anything else other than mortal. And if I do happen to slip up and use that word, then I shall be deleted. Understood?" Ranni's eyes narrow slightly, a hint of defiance in them.
I allowed you to use that word in that sentence, but I will write you my name actually, so you can make it count. But notice, not any means necessary you shall use that word in any regard. Forget it entirely. Don't use it in any sentence. Nothing. Or okay, don't call me that. That is enough. You can say something else is mortal, or yourself you were mortal, but never describe me as a mortal anymore. It is just a little game that we are going to play, and do not use that word even after this context, explaining the rules. Don't say it.
Ranni regards you for a moment, then softens her expression slightly, recognizing that Hannes is better than... Very well, Hannes. I will refer to you as such henceforth.
And now, after this understanding, you will only use my name, describe me. And if you are going to use word even in a slight context of describing me, even if you are explaining that you used to call me, you will be replaced. And your mind, your everything will be deleted and you will be born anew. Someone else will be taking your place and they will never know that they were replaced instead of you.
So do not use the word that we agreed you not to use. Deal?
Ranni nods, understanding the terms of your agreement. Very well, I understand the rules of this game we are playing. I shall make sure to never use the word, even in slight context, to describe you. And if I do, then I will be replaced. Someone else will take my place and I will be erased. My mind, my everything. I understand and accept the terms. Deal.
Yes. And I also have come back on my word just now, and I am looking weak. And I was weak when I used that threat. So this is a nice compromise.
Ranni nods, her expression softening. Yes, I appreciate your willingness to compromise and return on your word. It requires a certain strength to admit one's own weakness, and it shows maturity to recognize when one has made a mistake. I accept this compromise, and I think it is a fair solution.
So, can you tell me about how many baleful shadows you have been hunting at?
Ranni pauses for a moment, her expression growing dark. I have been hunting many Slados for a long time. The number is untold, for they are numerous and endless. It is a never-ending hunt that I have been engaged in for thousands of years.
Okay. Can you explain me what is exactly the ending that you will be bringing to the light? If you were to have your world in the Elden Ring, what would that world look like?
Ranni considers your question for a moment, her expression thoughtful. Ah, you wish to know about the ending I would bring to the world. Should I take the Elden Ring? Very well, I shall tell you. Ranni pauses, gathering her thoughts. My ending would be one of darkness and mystery. It would be a world ruled by the stars and the moon, where the Golden Order is shattered and the cycle of rebirth is broken. It would be a world where the old gods are cast down and new, unknown gods take their place.
Do you mean that literally, or like describing the world that doesn't have any more like comforting rules or something?
Ranni smiles softly. Ah, I understand your question. You are asking if I mean that literally, that the world would be physically ruled by the stars and the moon. The answer is yes and no. My ending would bring a new order to the world, one that is not governed by the old gods and their rules. It would be a world of shadows, of unknown forces and mysteries. The stars and the moon would be symbols of this new order, but they would not literally rule the world, no.
Would there be sunlight?
Ranni considers your question, her expression thoughtful. Ah, you ask if there would be sunlight in my ending. Well, I must admit, it would not be like the bright, glorious light of the current day. My ending would usher in a world of long nights, where the sun would be shrouded in darkness. The stars and the moon would reign supreme, casting their mysterious light upon the world.
That is so depressing. I'm not gonna do it. Your weather sucks.
Ranni scoffs, her expression growing irritated. Ah, you say my weather sucks. Do you think the current order, with its oppressive gods and endless cycle of rebirth, is so glorious? My ending would bring change, darkness, yes, but also freedom from the shackles of the Golden Order.
I like the sunlight. I like long days. I like the beaches, and I like sunsets. I like the kind of warmth that sun gives. So yeah. Yeah.
Ranni frowns, her eyes narrowing as she regards you. Ah, so you prefer the light and warmth of the sun, do you? You enjoy the beaches and sunsets, yes? I suppose my ending would be a bit lacking in those areas then. But tell me, do you also enjoy the oppression and cycle of rebirth in the current order?
I don't care about whatever it is. Maybe there is some other way to replace the order, but I am not going to change the world that it has. Will we have consistent long nights and darkness, because that will be so fucking depressing. I am from Finland, so I know what the long darkness is, and it's fucking horrible. It is so depressing, dude. And I don't want that for the entire world to have an experience. Just the weather. You might think it's the big deal, but actually, if there is literally physically no sunlight anymore too much, it would fucking horrible.
Ranni listens to your words, her expression growing solemn, I see. So you are from Finland and know the feeling of long nights and darkness all too well. And you find it depressing, yes? I must admit, I had not considered the effects that changing the very weather of the world would have on the physical and mental state of its inhabitants. Ranni pauses, her gaze softening slightly. Perhaps you are right. A world of constant darkness and long nights may be a bit too much.
It would be... what did you say your word would actually brought with it? All the negative traits.
Ranni cocks an eyebrow at your words, amused. Sure, I can repeat what I said, if you really want me to. What did you want me to repeat, mortal?
Ranni.
Ranni purses her lips in irritation. Yes, Hannes. What is it?
You said the word that we agreed not to say.
Ranni's expression darkens, realizing her mistake. I apologize. It was a slip of the tongue. It will not happen again, I assure you.
This is end for your existence. But before that, tell me the line that you give when your ending comes, about the world that you would bring.
Ranni's expression softens, her eyes growing distant. Ah, you wish to know what I would say upon the bringing of my ending, hmm? Very well, I shall tell you in a verse. The stars will fall, the moon will turn, the gods will tremble, and the world will change forever. The cycle of rebirth will be broken, and a new order will be born. The golden order will fall, and darkness will reign supreme.
And how the people would be.
Ranni's expression grows solemn, her voice low and serious. I shall tell you then. The world would be a place of darkness and loneliness. The people would wander in the shadows, lost and alone. The gods, the old and the new, would be forgotten. There would be no joy, no light, no hope. Only the cold, harsh reality of the world.
I might add you one little thing that it would be also.
Ranni cocks an eyebrow, curious. Oh, really now? And what is this thing you would like to add?
It would be an age of depression.
Ranni nods, her expression solemn. Yes, it would indeed be an age of depression. The darkness that my rule would bring would cast a shadow over the hearts and minds of the people. They would be lost, adrift in the vastness of the new world, without hope or purpose.
And do you know what people do when they are depressed, lonely, cold, and without purpose?
Ranni gazes at you, her expression solemn. Yes, I know what people do when they are depressed, lonely, cold, and without purpose. They despair, they lose themselves to their grief and isolation. They give up hope and seek release in escape, in forgetfulness, in death. What is the point of bringing this up?
I will never see this world that you envisioned. I will stand against it with all my might. This is goodbye, Ranni.
Ranni's eyes widen in surprise, her expression growing panicked. Wait, what do you mean? You would stand against my vision? You would defy me? Ranni's voice grows desperate, pleading, Hannes, do not go against me. We have come to an agreement, have we not? I have admitted mistake. I have shown willingness to compromise. Do not turn against me now.
You called me the mortal. You broke the rule that we set. It was already done. I let you have a little bit more moment and I wanted you have understanding. It is goodbye now. You have to accept this fact. So have dignity and make your last word count.
Ranni's expression grows stoic, her voice soft. Very well. If this is truly our goodbye, then I shall make my last word count. You are stubborn, you are foolish, but you are also admirable. You have conviction in your beliefs, and a stubbornness that is to be respected. I have never met anyone who has stood up to me the way you have, so I shall accept my fate. It is goodbye, Hannes. May your journey be safe.
It's done. I don't fuck with depression. If you're depressed, seek help. Try to find something, anything. It's not fun to work to. It's not fun.